Hello friend, welcome back. I hope you already download Node.js and install that Node.js in your system. So as I told you, if you want to check your Node.js is successfully installed or not, you can check it with the Node.js version. If everything okay, then that will be display this version name rather than it will be not display anything. Okay. So friend, if you working with this Node.js, then Node.js actually provided one of the package.json file where all that your packages will be saved in here. Okay, so all that your packages, that means all that your application, everything will be saved in your package.json. So step by step that will be more clear. And as I told you, you can now will need that our terminal. As I told you here, that is our terminal. So from to this position, you can open this terminal rather than there is also new terminal. From to this area, you can also create one of the new terminal. And as I told you, you can also create the terminal with simply that is our exact perfect path, right? That is our folder I have created into the desktop. You can also create this terminal with the cmd. Okay, you can see that is the same things. So you can run that code in here. You can also run this code in your Visual Studio Code Editor. Right now I will use that Visual Code terminal. Okay, so right now you can see that is actually our result is the same result. So now I want to use it. So better I want to make it a little bit big here. Okay, great. So if you want to create that package.json, first of all you have to run with the npm init. Okay, I simply initialize that npm, and then if you click as enter, it will be ask you some of the questions. You can see there have some of the questions as a first of all your package name. Right now that is our display as a Node.js. So that is actually is get that data from our folder name. So that is our folder name is visible. So if you want to add one of any kinds of new package name, you can actually add this. Right now for education purpose, I make it as a Node.js. Okay, Node.js basic. I make it as a basic. So that is a Node.js basic. So that will be our project name. Now click as a enter. Now you can see it's now show as a sorry, the name cannot contain URL friendly characters. So here I have actually added some of this space, right? I want to make it as a Node.js and then hyphen basic. Okay, now click as a enter. Now you can see it's not perfect. And also after that it's display the version. So where what type of version you want to use. So by default that is 1.0.0, which is totally fine. I make it as a enter. And the description, if you want to add some of the description, you can add it. Like I make it as a learning. Okay, learning node. So I name that our description that for this project as a learning node. Now click as a enter. Now there is an entry point index.js. So here that will be our project will be started from here, right? That is our index.js. So some of the time some of the people are using that app.js as well. So right now, which is totally fine, I make it as a index.js. So now click as a enter. Test command, I don't need this. Test git repository, I don't need this. And then keyword I make it as a node.js. Okay, node.js. So that will be our keyword. And then author name, I make it as a Kazi Aryan. Okay, Kazi and then Aryan. You can actually use your name. Okay, right now I'm using that Kazi Aryan, which is totally fine. Now if you click as enter, now there is a license. Right now I don't need any license. Now click as enter. You can see every data is now successfully done. And here you can see they have one of the JSON data as a name, as a Node.js basic, version, description, main as a index, script. I use some of the script, and then keyword also visible. You can see everything that is one of the JSON format data. If everything okay, I make it as a enter. You can see it's now totally done, and now it's successfully generated one of the package JSON in here. You can see it's now successfully generated our package JSON. So now if you install any other application packages, all the packages you will get it in package JSON. Okay, here you will automatically that will be added, which is totally fine. Right now here I simply close it. Now I want to create add some of the code in our index.js, and then I want to visible it in here. Okay, that means in our Node.js environment into the terminal area I want to display it. So if you want to do that work, right now I close it and I want to open new terminal again, then that will be as a clean. Okay, and now I want to do here, I want to simple with the console log, I want to display some of the message. Okay, so with the console, that is a console, and with the console log I want to display some of the message. Okay, some of the string value I want to pass as a hello easy learning. Okay, I name it as a hello easy learning. So now if you want to display it, now I just click as a save all, and here I want to run with our index file, right? So that will be as a node and then index. So I make it as a node index. Now click as a enter. Now you can see it's now display our name as a hello easy learning. So before, friend, we display all that our string value into the browser, right? So right now that is our local machine. See, now it's actually display from our local machine. For the reason some of the object may not work, like I show you here. If you before into the browser, we have displayed the window object, right? Window object, documents object, but that will be not work in here because that is our local machine. Like here, if you check it with the console log, and with this console log, if you run with the Windows object, okay, if you run that Windows object, if you run that another one, I have discussed about that things with you, that is a document. Remember, there is a document object also that will be not work, okay, like as a document. So if you run that both of these, then it will be show some of the error. If you now click as a save all, because this data now actually comes from our local machine, okay. And now if you want to run our again our Node.js index, you can also get it by pressing that up button, then automatically that will be get our previous data, okay. That means previous command line. So now that is a node index. Now click as enter. Now you can see it's now display some of the error as Windows is not defined. Okay, so before actually that is display in our web browser, but right now that is in our local machine, right? So now this data will be comes from our local machine, and which is, I hope everything is very much clear to you. So friend, don't worry, that is from very basic. I just take you don't have any idea about that Node.js. Step by step we'll go more deep, and Node.js also I hope it will be very much clear to you. So friend, right now when any updated I have happen in here, that means in our index.js, then we have to run our this node index, right? So that is not appropriate. Here I want to install another package, okay. That is a package JSON I have already created. Now I want to install one of the package with the npm, that means the node package manager. So how can install some of the new packages? You better have to continue this process. In our next video I will show you that things with the live example. So thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.